You weren't even there last week, Brian. You weren't here. I didn't get to talk about the Seahawks losing to. Well, no, I talked about the Seahawks. I didn't get to talk about our glorious win against the Titans. It made me so sad.
That's so sad.
I know. That's okay. We had a better one this week.
Better.
Hey, how'd your team do?
They did what they were supposed to.
Terrible. Well, yeah, that is true, actually.
They did what they were supposed to.
Fair enough. Just every December rolls around and Brian's here rooting for the Raiders to lose.
Yep.
Every other Raiders fan.
This is worse than I thought they would do.
This is pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. 2 wins is crazy.
It's pretty bad. They have 2 wins?
Is crazy.
I thought they only had 1.
No, they have 2. I wish they only had 1.
That's
But
wow.
there's a really good chance of them losing out. The only game that's iffy is what version of the Giants do you get? So,
well, we got so much football to talk about today.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to the house, episode 59, I think.
I think.
So many. If you need homeless or at-risk youth services, you can take it to my house, 300 North Willow Street, downtown Wasilla. Isaac Smolden. Brian Fields.
Hello.
Brian.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything not football related that you would like to talk about before we go
I want to talk
over
about
football
that.
things? You want to talk about how OKC is making you look really dumb right
They're
now?
20-1. 20-1.
That's my favorite thing that's happening right now.
You know, I think in my heart, it's like one of those things where it's like you want Kansas City to do bad, and so you say they're going to do bad. Because I think I've tried to say Kansas City's going to do bad for like a couple years, just hoping I can manifest that. And oh yeah,
Why is there so much hair?
I don't know, dude. There's lots
just
of
looking at it.
It's like it's tickling my lip though.
Ozzy, did you shed on this mic? What is this from?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Did someone's dog come in here during the Thanksgiving break and like lay
No,
on
I
this
complained
microphone?
about this 2 weeks ago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we need some lint rollers.
This is like a little. Sorry, this is a little ASMR segment. Keep talking about OKC. I'll just like.
Yeah, they're great. They're fantastic. They've only lost 1 game. And there is no championship hangover whatsoever coming into the regular season. They look very focused. They're not even 100% healthy. Yeah, I'm dumb. And that's all I got to say about that. What I do have to say, though, is that Luka Magic is phenomenal, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like getting to see like because like watching Luka last year was like watching somebody get over a breakup and still try to like come to work and be productive, but they're just like, you know what I mean? Like I'm here, but I'm not here. That's what it was like watching Luka last year. And this year he's like fully all in, dude. He had one of the craziest plays of the year against the Jazz. First, he picks off the pass. Then he's running in transition, bounces the ball through Kevin Love's legs, around him, drives it, and alley-oops it to Jackson Hayes.
I didn't even know that Kevin Love was still playing until I saw that highlight.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa, is that Kevin Love?
I know. Like, what are you doing, sir? Are you lost?
Good for
The
him.
old folks' home is that way.
No, it good for him, right? Like,
yeah. I don't know, though. Like,
Lakers have won 7 in a row.
7 in a row. They're looking really good. What I really was impressed with was the return of LeBron and what the team dynamic looked like. I was so nervous. Is this going to throw everything off? Are the Lakers for real? And I think I'm not ready to say they're a championship contender, but they look really well together and the chemistry is still building. AR is coming into his own, but he is always really good the regular season. I need to see him do this in the playoffs. I need to see him do it when it's physical, when it counts. But he is like, I mean, he's got this little like brotherly rivalry with Luka. He looks like he's having fun. He's playing comfortable. Dude is crossing up people left and right, making them look ridiculous. He has no business being as crafty as he is. Like, you look at that guy and you do not think like That's a dude just crossing people up, going behind the back.
No.
Switch hands, layup.
I don't want to
and
keep
one.
saying that Austin Reeves looks like an insurance salesman
But
because
he
I feel bad.
does,
Like,
dude, he does.
like a really tall
yeah.
financial advisor. Hey, before I actually do have one basketball thing I want to ask you about. Why are the Raptors good all of a sudden?
I mean, not all of a sudden. The Raptors had a really good young core last year, and I think what you're seeing is you're just seeing that team start to like actually come together and vibe. It's also very early. Like 14-7 isn't like scream hallelujah to the skies or anything like that.
Yeah, but they're kind of doing
like,
it by committee. Like Brandon Ingram is the one leading the team in points per game, and he's only got like I don't know. Like they just seem like they've got kind of the same vibe as the like Warriors did last year.
Yeah.
In like we're a team.
We're a
type of
team.
way.
It's a team. It's a team going out and playing a team game,
which is really encouraging because the thing that I still kind of hate about basketball for a long time is how star centric it is.
Yeah.
So if this is like what the league is moving to, this makes me want to watch more basketball.
But it's not, right? Because it doesn't work. I mean,
it worked for OKC.
If it worked,
it's still working for OKC.
OKC has superstars.
Well, now, yes.
Yeah.
But like I don't know.
And they had top 5 picks, dude.
Yeah.
Superstars. Right? Like if this was working, they wouldn't have gone on a 4-game losing streak and lost to the Dallas Mavericks. Like I see losing to the Rockets, I see losing to the Spurs. The Bucks and the Mavericks is very questionable.
Yeah, that is a little sketchy.
And losing to that's preseason, never mind.
Yeah, they're still like tied for second in the third in the East now.
And you're not beating your division, right? Like he's just lost to the Knicks. I mean, I think they're going to be a good team. They're a good defensive team that throws a lot of other teams off. The East is also always wide open. I mean, the East is absolutely awful this year.
It's still a team that missed the playoffs last year that is winning 2 out of every 3 games.
Right. They'll make the playoffs, but they'll get a first round exit.
Okay. Wow. You're gonna put that on them right now.
Right now,
calling Raptors first round exit.
First round exit.
Okay.
They don't have the Brandon Ingram is not a guy, as much as I wish that he was. Lakers drafted him. I thought he was going to be really good. He is coming into being a good player, but he's not the player, and they don't have the guy.
So just to be clear, because so far your main basketball takes have all sucked. You're saying that the Raptors is a first round exit the play in, or is a first round like 1 through 8?
1 through 8. I don't even think that they'll finish probably. If I had to bet, I would say they probably finish between 6 and 4.
I just want you to put it on record so that this one can also blow up your face at the end of the year.
I mean, who are they going to?
I don't know. I understand what you're saying. You watch enough basketball to kind of see the writing on the wall. From my understanding of the Raptors and their team, and like looking at some of the teams that are underperforming right now, you could have a totally reasonable take here. However, every other basketball take that you've made, see the OKC record right now has been spectacularly wrong.
That's one take.
Your other take was that the Luka trade was bad for the Lakers, which it very clearly has not been so far.
I said it could have been, and I do think that like they're gonna struggle unless Ayton can continue. That's the other hidden gem in all of this. They got Ayton on like a freaking discount sale deal and has been putting up like 22 points, 10 rebounds, so on and so forth, right? Like that is leading to their success. What I was saying was when you look at the history of the Lakers and when the Lakers have been absolutely dominant, they've had a dominant big man to go with that. And that has been their key to success. They don't necessarily have that. And so it's not that I don't think that it'll be bad for them. I just have a hard time seeing them get over the hump until they can get that dominant big man. I mean, even when Shaq left, right? Like Kobe didn't start having success until they went and got Pau Gasol.
It's the Portland Trail Blazers liquidation sale. Everything must go now. They really stopped by and got the red tag on that. Okay.
I spilled water all over myself again. That's
nice.
The second time today.
You're a mess.
I am.
Just like my fantasy football team. Let's not talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
No, let's not.
Let's talk about it.
It's really bad.
It's not that bad.
It's really bad.
You're gonna make the playoffs.
I don't know if I am. I straight up don't know if I am.
That's not true.
It's.
You think Wes is gonna make the playoffs over you?
I don't know, but all I know is I was scoring 200 points all year long.
One game, dude.
It's the last 3 weeks. I am very scared. I am so scared.
Once the playoffs happen, anything can happen, right? And
Fair enough.
I think you're 5-7. Wes lost again.
I know, but I'm about to be 5-8.
Right. But Wes will also be 5-8.
I think Red is leaving. Bye, Red.
Bye, Red.
Bye, Red.
See ya.
You can. What? Yeah, you can lock the door. Okay. All right, so let's talk about week 12 roundup
Football.
before we get into this week, the week that we missed.
Yeah.
Okay. Biggest stories. Let's see, because some of these are just themes that will continue into into this week. So, let's
Week
see.
12. You want to go to week 12?
Raiders lost. The Cowboys came up back against the Eagles. That was nuts.
Absolutely nuts, dude. This feels a lot like, what was that? The 23 season where like Philly started the year, looked on fire,
Yes.
and then they had all that locker room stuff.
Yep.
And then completely fell apart. This feels exactly like that.
Oh, yeah.
All over again.
For sure.
Which is insane to say about a team coming off of a championship run that played as well as they did just the year before. You got Saquon that's not Saquoning. I mean, it's a mess. You got every question to every single player is about the chemistry and the culture and what do you think about this guy? And like,
Yeah.
there's so much outside noise. I don't know how you make a deep playoff run like that.
Yeah, I think the other main story from week 12 was the Bills losing.
The Bills
on
losing
Thursday night. The Texans snagging a winning record.
Yeah, I cannot wait to talk about them week 13.
Yes, and I think that a lot of the storylines
With
from
no
week 12.
CJ Stroud.
Yes, General Mills.
Dude,
Just making it happen.
Mr. Long Neck himself.
I think most of these results, the Lions-Giants game was really, really good.
Yeah.
The Giants, it should not be 2-10.
No. And that's what I'm saying, dude.
But it was a defensive collapse
look like
so bad that they got their defensive coordinator fired.
They look like a decent competitive team, man. Like, I think we're doing a lot of damage to players nowadays, especially QBs, where you're seeing like development in reverse, right? I mean, a couple of them happens. Drake May is like a prime example where he showed flashes and then year 2, he's taken a step up.
Yeah.
Where like what you're seeing is like some juice in the first year, some success, and more of like a sophomore slump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The sophomore slump has definitely been a theme.
Right.
Quarterback development wise. For our teams, the Seahawks beat the Titans like in kind of a snooze fest. Titans score a bunch of garbage time points. Who cares?
Yeah.
And then the Raiders lose, which they wanted to the Browns, and all the Shedeur fanboys came out of the woodwork.
First start,
and
I think it's crazy the amount of defense that he's getting for a subpar start against a really like. If I was Mark Davis and Tom Brady and I watched a coaching staff put a team on the field like they did in week 12, I know it resulted in firing Chip Kelly, but I don't know how it didn't result in firing literally everybody.
I thought you wanted to give everyone a chance, Brian. Pete Carroll needs to be there for 4 years.
It depends on what it looks like on the field, right? And what Pete Carroll has done is continued to make terrible decisions and try to retread his old success that clearly is not working. So like,
you can't.
There's to me, there's a difference in, right? Like giving a coach a shot, but when you're seeing on the field, instead of what you're seeing is progression, you're seeing regression. Like, come on now.
Yeah, but it's hard to like put together a Ferrari out of a used bicycle with.
I
only
totally
one
understand
tire.
that.
You know
I totally
what
understand
mean?
that. But like I watched that game and what I'm seeing is a team that is they're not even on the field. Like they're not there. They're not there to play. They don't care. Like nobody has any intentions of like everybody looks checked out completely.
Yeah.
And to me, like that is bad leadership. When you have a 2-win team, but they're going out there and they're trying to die on the sword every play, that's good leadership.
Yeah, and that's kind of like it kind of reminds me of what the Giants are doing this year. Reminds me a lot of what the Lions were a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Like there was something there.
Exactly. And so like and then you'd be like, nope, we're gonna blow it up. And I just don't know how well. So like Jackson Dart, there was a lot of knocks on him. He looks like he has it, but are you gonna see a regression in him now that he has to, instead of going through an offseason where he's just fine-tuning the things that he's already doing well, he's relearning a whole system. He's relearning a whole new language. He's relearning all of this stuff and trying to implement that to his game. Like that just doesn't seem like a recipe for success. In my book.
I don't know. So do you want to just carry over the Raiders conversation into this week's obliteration by the Chargers?
Yeah.
A game that was tied going into the half. By
Yeah,
the way.
they looked decently competitive in the first half. Defense was firing on defense was doing well. Like they were getting in Justin Herbert's face. They were leaking on the run a lot, but for the most part they were holding their own. What happened is the offense was just so bad that the defense just eventually got gassed out, and then the Chargers just did whatever they wanted. I mean, the fact of the matter is like you couldn't stop a one-handed Justin Herbert is crazy.
With no offensive line.
With no
Also.
offensive line.
Yeah.
That's insanity, dude. And like Greg Olsen, like props to him. There was times that the running game looked better. There was times that the passing game looked a lot better. But he even said it himself, like, I'm in week 13. I can't just install a new offense. Like, we're going to be running this. I'm working with what's already here.
You know what's going to be crazy is when the Raiders 20-10 win versus the Titans
Loses them
the chance for a first overall pick. Yeah. My team
makes me disgusted.
did great.
So this is what we need, Isaac. This is what we need. We need the Raiders to lose out,
Mm-hmm.
and we need a win from the Titans.
Where does that? They just got.
Oh wait, we need 2 wins from the
You
Titans.
need 2 wins from the Titans because you have the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
And I'm looking at the Titans' schedule
yeah.
so they can beat the Saints.
But we need a Saints win as well.
But okay, so the Saints. Oh man, yeah. I just don't see it there. I don't think you're getting it.
I think we're
Buddy.
number 3 overall.
Sorry. My team did awesome in a game that was a farce because there was a third-string quarterback out there for the Vikings. And, just kind of tuned out the game after, honestly, after the 84-yard pick six. I was kind of like, well, yeah, I think we got this one in the bag. Our defense is pretty good. And we are up by 10 points.
What do you do if you're the Vikings?
I don't know.
I mean, I get that they had like a quarterback, but I mean, JJ
9.
McCarthy.
9. They
has-
got 9.
Yeah.
It's time to put 9 away. Time for him to take 9 out back.
Oh man.
Put it down like Old Yeller and maybe focus on being JJ McCarthy because the Vikings need JJ McCarthy to be their quarterback of the future.
Yeah.
And whatever 9 is doing is not working.
Yeah.
And so far 9 has just taken advantage of all over the field and been injured for a large chunk of his second season after spending what would have been his rookie season injured. So it's not looking good.
No.
Sam
yeah.
Darnold,
And so like, where do you go from here? Because the free agency class at quarterback is not looking good this year.
Nope.
Right? Like, I mean, I doubt your best hope would be to try to lure a Daniel Jones away, which are you really going to do that?
You
And then
I don't know.
if you don't do that, do you draft another quarterback? Like, and then you're going through another rookie year? What do you think? What do you think Justin Jefferson is going to say to you, if you say, this is what we're doing.
Bye.
We're drafting another rookie.
Yeah.
Do they pull a sneaky move and try to go after like Kyler Murray? That's to me the question. And could Kyler Murray be successful in that system?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I think he could.
Kyler Murray lost his job to Jacoby Brissett this year.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings are just screwed. It's really, really bad. The Bears are first in the NFC.
Hold on.
Okay.
Ozzy, I need you to put the clip in here of me talking about the best 0-2 team being the one and only
Who even knows where that is?
Chicago. The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. Just put Bryan was right.
Brian was right. That's fine.
Just
You
put
can
Bri-
say Brian was right.
Just put Bryan was right.
Brian was right. The Bears are.
Who was your team?
I can't remember. Who was my team? Do you remember?
No, I'm trying to think. It was something stupid.
I don't know if it was something stupid.
I think it was.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Wish I knew.
Talk about the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears, dude, going in and beating the Eagles. Eagles on a 2-game losing streak. Taking first place not only in their division, but first place in the NFC. Looking like they could end up with the first round bye, which is not something you were going to say going into week 3, even if they don't get it. I don't think the pieces are there to dub them like the king of the NFC or anything like that. But hats off to Ben Johnson, who's got this team just like fully 1,000% bought in to the culture, to the system, to everything. And I'm not going to lie, his little post-game good, better, best celebration is so hype, dude. That's so hype, bro. I'm like, I'm all about it. I still have like questions. Like Caleb Williams doesn't look like the greatest to me, but he's made some pretty good throws this year, and I think they're building on something that could be really, really big for them in the next couple years.
Yeah. It's tough to root for the Bears. Like, do we really want to let Bears fans back into the party? You know what I mean?
How long is it? It's been forever.
Yeah, I know, but hasn't it been nice without them being able to talk about how their team's actually doing anything for the last how long's it been? 7 years. 2018 was the last time they were a playoff team.
No. Oh, 2020.
2020?
Yeah.
Oh, 2018 was the last time they won the NFC. Is that what it was?
They finished with an 8-8 record.
Ugh.
And lost to the New Orleans Saints in the wild card round.
The Bears deserve to have their time in the sun.
That's not even a good team.
The Bears deserve to have their time in the sun. Like it has been a long time for Bears fans.
Yeah.
By the way, I think the 0-2 team that I said was the Texans, if I remember correctly.
You're just saying that.
No, I looked and I didn't say the Chiefs. I think I said the Texans. I'm going to go back and confirm that.
No, you
Ozzy,
didn't.
put Isaac was right.
Because they did start 0-2. They started 0-3.
Yeah, they did not look good for a long time. And they beat the Colts this week.
They still don't look good.
No, but their defense looks good.
Their defense looks phenomenal.
Kind of like last year.
Yeah, and I think they could be they're a dangerous team to play in the playoffs.
Yes, that's the thing with the Texans is their defense is so good that kind of like the Seahawks actually in that their offense has so many question marks. Well, I would say the Seahawks offense is a little bit better than the Texans offense just because JSN is having a generational year.
Yeah.
But the Texans are going to win or lose based off how their defense performs. And right now their defense is performing fantastic.
Fantastic, man. And like such a contrast too where you're seeing a team that looked like they were all but out of it starting the season 0-3 to be sitting here at 7-5. I mean, it's
Yep.
You play the Colts this week, or not the Colts, the Chiefs this week, and that's a very winnable game for you.
If the Texans beat the Chiefs, it will most likely get the Texans into the playoffs, and it will almost certainly mean the Chiefs are not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of that Chiefs game on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I think I fell asleep.
It was. It wasn't the worst game to try to stay awake for, but if you had turkey early, you probably
I think I fell asleep.
The Cowboys.
I did fall asleep for sure. I fell asleep. Yep, I remember watching the beginning of it.
It was a back and forth game.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Chiefs can do it anymore after that.
Dude,
the Chiefs already might be
What
done.
world are we living in where at the start of the season you would say by week 13 the Chiefs would be 6-6, the Bengals would be 4-8, and the Ravens would be 6-6?
It's wild this year, man.
And the Broncos would be
are
10-2.
Yeah. I'm trying to save the Broncos game for last because I think it is the most interesting game this week.
Yeah.
We might be there. The Bengals, the Ravens went on a crazy run and then just got embarrassed by the Bengals on Thursday night.
Yeah, well, the thing was that the Bengals got a injection of energy in Joe Burrow coming back.
Yeah.
Because Joe Burrow didn't do
But the first half he didn't even do anything. It was all field goals.
That's what I was going to say. Joe Burrow didn't do anything that Joe Flacco wasn't already doing.
Yeah.
But the team when Joe Burrow is on the field believes they can
They looked more confident.
Yeah,
yes.
they can beat anybody. The defense showed up and turned Lamar Jackson over like 3 different times.
Yeah, it was a good week to have traded Lamar Jackson, which I did.
Keep hanging your hat on that one.
The Dolphins
get into the playoffs with a losing record.
The Dolphins have won their last 3. Their road to the playoffs is still almost impossible. But when you look at their remaining schedule, they have the Jets, the Steelers, and the Bengals coming up. And right now, the Steelers Nation, whatever they call themselves, is melting down. And
your mid-season is about to be a losing season.
Yeah, I sure wish I felt worse for the Steelers. But I don't, because the one time I got to watch the Seahawks play, they lost to the Steelers, and there was so many terrible towels.
Yeah.
And you know what? Great fan base to be a part of, travels well, blah, blah, blah. But everyone else doesn't like you very much. And I don't think anyone outside of Pittsburgh is crying that the Steelers have all of a sudden fallen to absolute pieces.
Yeah.
And it's not like their remaining schedule is... So you're playing the Ravens, who are also reeling.
Yeah.
You're playing the Dolphins, who are bad, but are showing some fight. You're playing the Lions, and the Lions are going to be fighting for their season that week. Then you get the Browns. Then you have to play the Ravens again. So this is not a cakewalk schedule for the Steelers.
Yeah.
And you have to... I mean, at this point, you almost have to win 4 out of your last 5 to make the playoffs. Yeah. I don't know if this team can make the playoffs at 9-8. You definitely can't make the playoffs at 9-8 in the NFC. I would like to wrap up with just kind of a look at the standings, but yeah, the Steelers should be extremely concerned. That might have been the nail in the coffin for them.
The only other thing that I have, other than the Broncos being an absolute fraud, pisses me off, dude, is Carolina. Who are you, dude?
I don't know.
I don't think they know.
I don't think they know.
You just play the 49ers, a depleted 49ers team who, good coaching, they still show up every Sunday, whatever you want to say, but they don't look like an inept team, right? Like the product that they put out there. And then you go out there and beat the best team in football.
Yeah, it's really tough to figure out.
In like dramatic fashion.
I love that the Rams lost those, so I'm not going to question it.
Converting some 4th downs, like
you don't look that gift horse in the mouth.
Oh, look at that, Travion Henderson. Look at that guy.
Yeah, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth if you're a fan of an NFC West team, so they're happy for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And so here's where we are, though, is that realistically, the NFC South
hang on,
could be won by Carolina.
I want to talk about the playoff picture, but I do want to talk about Sunday Night Football. Did you watch that game in its entirety?
Yeah.
That game was nuts.
It was.
And
it was so boring the first half.
And then one of the biggest games of ref ball.
Let him cook.
Stop watching Travion Henderson. This game doesn't matter.
It does matter.
One of the biggest games of ref ball in the fourth quarter that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
My favorite team, the refs, did such a great job. And by a great job, I mean they used the replay review literally got the call right by getting the call more wrong.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think that replay assist should be able to throw a flag? Because that's what you're essentially saying.
It's so tough because I don't
The
necessarily.
answer is no.
Well, my headphones just totally whacked out. I broke them. Whatever.
The answer is no.
So in that scenario, I understand why you don't want to be able to go back and throw a flag, but it also like can. I don't know if there should be a rule to where like if you're making the call. I just don't know what you do. That sucked.
Yeah,
that sucked for the Commanders.
The announcer said it perfectly, right? Like you're asking us to go in and look into Pandora's box. Yeah. And then once you look into Pandora's box, you see everything, but you got to try to only see the thing you're looking at.
Yes. For. I think the much bigger problem was the intentional grounding that goes over the receiver's head, the false start on Terry McLaurin where he doesn't move, the holding that is probably the
false start, like from what I heard early in the season was they're able to help them pick up a flag.
Yeah. Yeah. The Commanders got jobbed and still found a way to get that touchdown in OT. Yeah. And then they go for it on, they go for 2, which is the absolute right McLaurin. Call. I don't want to talk about fantasy football anymore.
I wonder who would do that. Who would be silly and drop Terry McLaurin?
Anyway,
who looked like an absolute stud last night. Looked like a stud.
And what a play by Benito at the end. The Broncos are the worst, maybe one of the worst 10-2 teams that have ever existed.
That I've ever seen, man. And what it starts with,
it just doesn't make any sense.
Bo Nix is not playing well. And so that just goes to show you, Raiders, you don't need a great freaking quarterback, man.
Bo Nix is not playing like an elite quarterback, but he is doing everything he needs to do to keep his team in the game. Like he is extending plays.
Dude, Drake May is him.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Drake May is him.
Bo Nix is doing a great job at extending plays and not taking sacks late in the half.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I don't think know who that is. Ozzy, you're gonna have to cut that out. Bryan, stop watching.
You can't say fook.
I don't think so.
It's not a fook. What's wrong with fook?
I think it's basically there. It's like I can't say shite.
You can't?
I don't think so. There you go.
That's a lot of bleeps I just gave you. Sorry.
So many bleeps. You need to bleep me too. Anyway, what was I saying? Bo Nix. Bo Nix is not an elite quarterback, but he does a great job at extending that play, finding a way to sling the ball into the end zone there at the end of the second half. And he also escaped the pocket and didn't always make the play, but at least was able to throw the ball away and not take a sack that would have cost the Broncos late in the half multiple times.
Yeah.
So I think that saying Bo Nix is not playing good is not fair.
He's not.
I think that Bo Nix is playing meh and average and fine.
Is Matt good?
He's playing fine. I think
no.
I think not good.
You're
is
skipping the question, and you're wrong, and you know it.
He's serviceable.
Is meh, serviceable, or fine playing good?
No,
exactly what I'm saying, fine. And that's what I'm saying out there in general is like. You don't need a quarterback to look at Houston is a prime example as well. You don't need a quarterback to be like in today's day and age with the level of quarterback play that you're getting in the NFL, which I think has taken a tremendous dive over the last 5 to 6 years, right? Where now you have like 3 or 4 guys, you know what I mean? I just think that good doesn't necessarily lead to wins anymore.
Yeah.
But I think what's going to bite you is in the playoffs when you're going good defense against good defense, that's when you need a quarterback that can go from meh to not good to great.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree with that. I don't think the Broncos are going anywhere in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get exposed.
Yeah.
Now, that said, I do want to look at the standings really quick.
Okay.
The Patriots look like they're about to be first in the AFC after this week. Just what we all needed, the Patriots to be first in the AFC again. The Empire is back.
Want to be Denver?
Somehow Palpatine returned. No, because the Patriots will be 11-2.
Oh.
Yep.
What?
Denver does have the tie break.
That math doesn't even math.
The Patriots have
they
not had a bye.
It's week 3.
Last bye week is next week. Anyway, somehow
NFL,
Palpatine returned and
NFL,
the Patriots
you
are back.
Drive me crazy.
The Jags are third in the entire AFC.
That's so disgusting.
Based off of, I mean, they're 8-4. They're tied with a bunch of other people, but they're leading their division. So that's cool. There are so many frauds in the AFC right now.
Yeah.
The Broncos.
Who would have thought a year ago that I guess the NFC looked good last year too.
The Patriots might cakewalk to a Super Bowl appearance.
The NFC is
because I don't know how anyone. I'm looking at the playoff picture right now. I don't know how any of these teams beat New England in the
because if you're the Chargers are in super trouble.
The AFC North doesn't even have a team that has a record over 500 right now.
Yeah.
The Steelers and Ravens both suck, and one of them is going to the Ravens are first in the AFC North after losing this week.
Yeah, it's rough.
And then there's going to be some teams that sneak in the AFC that have no business being there. Like the Texans could still conceivably win the AFC South. I don't think they will, but they could. And they very well could end up in the last wild card spot unless Buffalo manages to get it together consistently. And like the Steelers, after their start to the season, are on the outside looking in. The Chiefs are 6-6. The Dolphins are somehow in playoff contention.
Yeah.
The AFC sucks, dude.
The AFC is the east of the NFL.
Yes. Now look at the NFC, where it's a
It's
murderous
the wild west out there.
You remember when you said the NFC West was going to be a terrible division this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
And the NFC, so I don't know how the Niners are here at 9-4. They have no healthy players, and yet somehow their defense is literally a practice squad, and somehow they keep winning football games.
Yeah.
Robert
Saleh, dude, he should not have got fired from the Jets.
Yeah. No, he should not be. He should be a head coach somewhere.
Yeah.
That is such a cheat.
Saleh. The Raiders are looking. The Raiders are looking,
I actually
baby.
wouldn't hate that hire.
I wouldn't hate that hire either. And they tried to get him. They were going to make him the highest paid defensive coordinator. Yep. And then the plan was, hey, come be the defensive coordinator.
And take over.
We'll promote you.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do that.
The Bears are first in the NFC West. Or in the NFC, period. And leading the NFC North as well. Over the Lions and the Packers, just like everyone predicted.
Yeah.
The Eagles right now are it's going to be tough here's the thing about the Eagles. They've dropped multiple games that they should have won, but it's going to be so hard for them to not be a 3 seed because the NFC South, no one can decide if they're good or not. And the team that would have to pass the Eagles is the Cowboys, who I just don't have any faith in at all.
I mean, who do the Cowboys have left? They got the Lions.
I don't know.
Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, Giants.
Yeah, I mean, that's a winnable schedule. But surely the Eagles figure it out here at the end of the season.
They got the Lions this Thursday.
Right?
Their playoffs start this Thursday.
Yeah. And the Eagles' schedule is, Chargers, Raiders, Commanders, Bills.
The only toss-up game that you have there is the Lions. So if you win this game against the Lions, you can surely win out.
Yeah, but I think
the Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, and Giants.
Yeah, but the Eagles' toughest game left is the Bills. And the rest of them, they get the Commanders twice, the Raiders, and the Chargers.
But they don't have to just surpass the
I don't think the Cowboys
Eagles to get in.
I don't think the Cowboys can sneak past the Eagles. And here's the thing. I think they'd have to win the division because I think 3 NFC West teams are going to make it at this point. You have 3 NFC West teams that have 9 wins. The Packers are 8-3-1.
How many teams? It's 8 teams now?
7.
7.
7. And right now the Lions are on the outside looking in.
Oof.
Like, you have to pass the Lions in order to get into a wild card spot.
Which you could do this week.
You have to hope that the but the Lions are in 8th still. You have to hope that the Packers or the Niners right now drop out of or the Seahawks, I guess, drop out of a spot.
Which the Packers very well could. They play the Bears.
Maybe, but
2 games against the Bears. They play the Ravens. And I hate to say it, but the team that just keeps finding a way to win, they play the Broncos.
There's just no, I don't know. There's just no room for the NFC wild card. Like, it would take a historic collapse from either the Seahawks, the Packers, or the Niners at this point. Or I guess the Rams too, since the NFC West is basically all tied with each other, minus the fact that the Niners have played one more game and the Rams and Seahawks still have to take their bye. Like, it's wild.
No, I mean, it'll be tough for them to get in, but I think it's...
Or, sorry, other way around.
I mean,
Niners
especially like
the
with the Eagles playing the way that they're playing, I mean, I could see they're on a 2-game losing streak right now. But I mean, they get to play the Chargers and then the Raiders.
This is a tough year to be a fringe team in the NFC. That's all I'm saying.
It is a very tough year.
Like, and the Panthers,
NFC is firing on all cylinders.
The Panthers have been a great story and probably have no shot of making the playoffs unless
they
can steal it from the Bucs.
That's why there needs to be they need to relook at the way that playoff seeding is, because, like, to me, if Dallas wins out and misses the playoffs, but say like
the Bucs make it in at 9-8 because the NFC South is a mess.
Like, that's so trash to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Well, that was probably like an hour. So
sorry, Ozzy.
Thanks, Ozzy. Merry Christmas.
Just do a 2-parter.
There you go. Even when we're rooting against each other, sports still bring us together. We'll see you next time on To This.